Hello, this is SJ Talks in Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. I'm clocking them in today. You might see 3 or 4 videos on my channel today. I'm clocking. I'm just clocking. I done clocked in today. Um, did you guys catch that presidential debate last night? For some reason, I couldn't wait to watch it for some reason because I knew it was going to be funny. I knew it was going to be funny. I don't know about you guys, but I was rolling. It was so comical. That was the funniest presidential debate I'd ever seen in my life. And I typically don't really watch them, but I kind of do. Cause like I'm not heavy into politics, and I'm just this election. I mean, I'm just still trying to wrap my mind around the fact that they're letting someone with 34 felonies run for president. I'm still trying to. I feel like I'm in an alternate universe or something. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that. It's just, I can't believe it. Um, Unbelievable. But I was cracking up. I was rolling. Hit me up in that conversation. Let me know what you guys think. This presidential debate was a joke. I mean, uh, it's like there were a couple 5-year-olds up there. It's like there were a couple of 5-year-olds up there. It's like there are a couple of kids going back and forth up there. You're lying, accusing each other of lying. Then you know how little kids go back and forth. You lie, you lie, you lie, and say that. They was going back and forth at each other, calling each other liars and stuff. Biden got upset because he said Trump came to the veterans memorial and called them losers. And Trump said he didn't. I didn't say that. Just going back and forth. He said my son is a veteran. He's not a loser. You know. They were going back and forth. Oh my god. This is hilarious. I just they just had me cracking up. They had me cracking up. They had me rolling. Donald Trump um was talking about this. You know, they say he put the January 6th, he blamed it all on Nancy Pelosi. He put it all on her. Said she admitted that. He said I was going to send some troops out there, and she declined it, and it was a mess. He put it all on her. He put the whole thing on her, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess. And they both talking about they were talking about immigration. I did agree with some of the things that Donald Trump said on immigration, on the immigration thing, because that's getting out of control. But I don't have a dog in a race. I don't vote, but this is a mess. Biden, bless his heart. I love the elderly, I do, but bless his heart. He was having some issues, and that's what they're saying. He was having some cognitive issues. I kind of picked that up. He was a little delayed in some of his comments, and he was seemed like he's having a difficult time articulating his thoughts uh, at various times throughout the debate, and so they're starting to um, debate. They're trying to question as to if he's going to be mentally competent enough to. Matter of fact, they took a poll on that. I seen that earlier where they literally took a poll on that earlier, and they said that which one do you think, Trump or Biden, is mentally competent, and the percentages were lower on Biden's end because a lot of folks is thinking that he's not mentally competent to be president of the United States, because I think he's the oldest president I think we've had in history. I think he's in his it's Biden. I think he's in his 80s or whatever. So he's on up there, and but his it's not his age. They're trying to say that he's not mentally. And even Pat uh Kamala, that's her name, the vice president. Even she said that, he was having little problems at first, but he finished strong. So that's so bless his heart. He had a hard time trying to get things out and articulate some things, but um but he gave he put a he made some decent points. He made some good points and stuff like that. um One thing I did agree with Biden on is the making sure the wealthy people pay their fair share in taxes. I agree. He made that point. I agree with him 100% on that. Make sure the wealthy pay their fair share in taxes. You know, Stop doing all these tax cuts, because he was like Donald Trump did tax cuts on the wealthy, gave tax cuts on the wealthy. And he was saying, no, make sure that the wealthy pays their fair share of taxes. Now I agree with that, because come on now, you know the wealthy people need to pay their fair share, and they get to write off a bunch of stuff and stuff like that. That's not acceptable. They need to pay what they're supposed to pay. Y'all got millions and trillions of dollars, okay? So I did agree with him on that. And they just kind of just was going back and forth. And um Trump did, I admit, he did make some valid points on immigration, because it's getting out of hand. Those immigrants are coming here and committing crimes. Stay tuned. That's going to be another video. I'm going to talk about that. They've been coming here committing crimes and doing things. I heard that one immigrant, I don't know if he unalived the cop in New York. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. I'm not sure if he unalived the cop, but they said he shot a cop. Immigrant shot a cop in New York. Now, doggone well, those immigrants, if we went to their country and tried some of that stuff that these immigrants are doing here, we would be up under the jail. They would lower the hammer on us. We can't go to their country and do those things. Why are these immigrants being allowed to come here and commit crimes? They're stealing up. Cash Jordan is a YouTuber by the name of Cash Jordan. He's out of New York. He does a lot of real estate videos, but he also talks about what's going on in New York as far as the immigrant situation and the homeless situation and things like that. Catch his Cash Jordan. He's very informative, because the immigrants are pouring into New York. And he talks about the different things that the immigrants are doing, and they're getting on these motorcycles, and they're snatching women's purses, and yeah, going into these stores, and it's not just the immigrants doing that, but they're going into these stores, and they're um you know just going in stores and just taking stuff. They're doing Americans is doing it too, but they doing it too. And then they reselling the store stuff right outside the store. Now that's a hot mess. And a lot of stores are having to close in New York, because in certain areas, because they're going in these stores, smash and grabs. I think that's what they're calling them, smash and grabs. They're just going into the stores and just ripping off a bunch of stuff, and then that's a lot of nerve, and then resell their store stuff right in front of the store. So it's deep in New York. I mean, it's like I don't even know if I'd want to visit New York right now. It's a mess over there, because the immigrants are pouring into New York. So I gotta admit, Trump was making some great valid points on that. Um, but both of them had, he did have some good points, but Biden had some good points too. But they were just kind of going back and forth. I don't think that Trump should be morally, I don't think that he should be the president, because he got them felonies. So you letting a felon in the office? Come on. You letting a felon come in, a felon. He must have wasn't allowed to bring that up, because I don't know if I heard him bring that up. He must have wasn't allowed to bring it up. It's like he thinks he's above the law. It's like they're letting this man get away with everything. And so you know, it's a mess. But a lot of folks, his approval rating, or a lot of people thought he won a debate, and But it was a mess. It was so funny though. I thought it was hilarious. And then they got to talking about the golf. They played golf. I said, look, don't nobody want to hear nothing about golf. I said, don't nobody want to hear nothing about y'all golf game. I don't even like golf. What does that have to do with being the president? They talking about their each other's golf game and all this kind of stuff. It was a mess. It was a mess. They were going back and forth like a couple of little kids. It was like there's a couple of little kids. Look at the look on Trump's face in this picture. I'm telling you, look like a little spoiled kid. I'm telling you. I thought it was hilarious. They cracked me up. It was so funny. Hit me up on in that comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on that debate, on that presidential debate. I thought it was hilarious. Oh, um, let me know if you agree with what did you agree with on Biden's what Biden said, what you agree with Trump. I don't have a dog in a race, so I don't care either way whether you guys are Trump supporters or whatever. I don't have a dog in the race, but just let me know. I don't care. I don't care either or. I mean, like I said, I personally don't feel like they should let a felon in there. But let me know what your thoughts are on the debate, what you thought about it. Um, if you watched it, um, do you think that Joe Biden is competent enough to be president? Do you think he's mentally competent? Um, what are your thoughts are? Did you think that what do you did you think that Trump was making some valid points? Then they talked about the abortion thing. So they talked about various different. They were going back and forth, saying that Trump said that a lot of the food prices and everything went up. What if the food prices did go up under Biden's administration? And food prices, he did make that point. The food prices are through the roof. He said the economy is worse than it's ever been under um, Biden's clock, and then Biden was saying that it was worse when Trump was under. So they just was going back and forth. They've just been going back and forth. So let me know what you guys think as far as do you think that um, Joe Biden was making some valid points? You think Donald Trump was making some valid points? Um, what did you think about the debate overall? Did you think it was funny? Do you think it was a just a just a clown show? Do you just think it was just whatever? Hit me up in the comment section. I just want to let me know what your thoughts are. What did you think about it overall? Okay, hit that like, subscribe, and share. And to the next video, you guys be blessed.